Alrighty, everybody, how y'all doing today? My name is Matthew Forum, and I am here today to provide a short presentation on my interactive resume and my interactive portfolio. So if we go over here, I will be sharing my screen, heading over to my interactive resume. So here we are. The first thing you see on my interactive resume is a nice headshot of me, kind of see who you're working with. We go to scroll down, my name, short description of what I am, and also my contact information. So this is where you're going to find my email and my mobile phone numbers. If you want to get into contact, it's right off the bat, right front and center. Secondly, we move down into a little bit of a description about me. So, who am I? I am Matthew Forum. I am a current senior at FSU, pursuing a degree in information, communication, and technology. I have an interest in the digital marketing field, and I hope that one day I'll be in the position to, head a marketing department and come up with my own kind of content and pitches for digital marketing schemes. There's also a get in touch button, which you can click onto. It'll bring you down to the bottom. You see here that you can get into contact with me by submitting your information and what you really want to talk about. We scroll back up. We go back to kind of what I can provide. So this is going to be where I showcase my past projects. First off, we have a social media campaign for a local restaurant, Andrew's Downtown. This is also where I currently work as a server and bartender. So I took over control of their social media pages and kind of promoted specials and just kind of got feedback from the community about how to properly market a restaurant and specials, buy one, get ones, deals of the week, and just stuff like that. And it was pretty interesting to see how much feedback we got from the community. Secondly, a web development project that I took up into, it's a website about cryptocurrency, and it's projected in three different forms. We have carouseling information, images that we could show later on my archive, but I used JavaScript, CSS, HTML to create these websites from scratch, and it was one of my first challenges in the web development field. So we can scroll down here, and this is going to be actually the pictures of my projects that I've just talked about above. So first off, we have the marketing pitch for Andrew. So this brief description here, it's going to show all the screenshots from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, some flyers we made, and just kind of a short description on how we advertised for Andrews and how we got the word out about these specials. Go over here. This is going to be one of the first website pages. So you can see this is the one where we created headers, the cryptocurrency craze, and you can scroll through this, but it is an interactive website where you scroll through with carouseling CSS. And next we have kind of a from scratch website we use with HTML. It's just customized borders and everything. It's nothing crazy, but it is one of my first projects in the web development field. Exit out of that real quick, and we scroll down a little bit more. So I have listed my previous jobs and experiences on the client list just to kind of provide, some spin on the classic saying jobs. So first off, we have a covalent reality position that I'm currently working with. It's an internship for social media platforms, management, and just a little bit of advertising here in the Tallahassee area. Secondly, we have my current job as well, Andrew's Downtown, as a floor manager and a server. So this really showcases my skills to kind of connect with individuals and assess the talent that I'm given. It helps me assign roles based on these talents and use the most out of my resources to get the most done with my projects. Also, I do handle a large amount of money. It shows that I am trustworthy and can handle large financial things. And then lastly, we have the State Farm Insurance Data Technician. So another internship over summer, I was tasked to kind of sort through information and find potential clients based on multiple categories such as income, just how the house was broken down, the structure, and what their current policies were. So this showed that I can kind of go into a system. I figured out their entire system, found the tips and tricks way easy to navigate, and kind of got very used to it within a week or two. So I really am adaptable in many technological aspects. So scrolling down just to finish it off, it is a contact. You can see here we have links to my Facebook page, my LinkedIn, and my Twitter account. So that's gonna about do it for the interactive resume. So we will head on over to my career portfolio. So first off, I wanted to do this. I wanted to have an easy on the eye color scheme. That's why we go with the navy blue in the back and just kind of like a interactive scrolling image right here. So to start off, another headshot of me just showing who I am and what I'm about, a short little introduction, current senior and my degree. So reading more, that will take you to a more descriptive page in the portfolio later on. Here's another just thanking message, another way to get employers to contact me through either email usage or phone. And lastly, this background image is just kind of a collage of all of those previous work that I showcased in my resume as well that I've been a part of. So we head on over here to the experience page. Again, we have kind of a fun little background just to show everybody what the experience I have is in. So we're going to look at the jobs. Again, a short little summary of previous jobs I've had, previous experiences. The same three experiences I listed on my resume, just kind of shortened up, and it really describes what I prevailed at in there. So this is going to be a summary of my projects, my created website, utilizing JavaScript and CSS. Two of those screenshots again shows that I have the capability of web design and understand hex color coding and all sorts of web design coding. Lastly, we move on to the technology solutions that I have been a part of my senior year here at FSU. So one of the main projects I took up as one of my capstone courses is creating an enrollment app for FSU that kind of eases it up on students that can mobily enroll and focus on getting into the right classes at the right time. Um, so one of the main features that we put onto this app was a queue and a notification center that actually alerted students when classes opened instead of having to constantly go back to their portal and refresh all the search criteria, look a class up and see if that slot had opened up. It takes a lot of stress off of the students, and I thought it was a really useful app in the end. It turned out really well. Lastly, we can move over to my resume. This is just going to be a quick screenshot of my physical on paper resume. Nothing too out of the ordinary. List of skills, memberships, personal experience, and some projects I've also taken part of, and basically just a well formatted resume. This link here will take you back to the initial interactive resume that I just showcased and went over. So it's just a little link between the two websites that I provided in my portfolio. Lastly, we're going to move on over to the contact me page. Just get in contact, trying to get these potential employers to focus on what I have to offer, and send me an email, shoot me a text, give me a call, whatever it is. Again, phone number, an email, just eager to get into opportunities, and another format to leave a message. If they want to just do it straight on the website, you can just leave your name, email, everything there, and also my social medias linked in there. So that's about all I have here for my personal portfolio and online interactive resume presentation. I want to thank Professor for having a great semester, and it was a pleasure, and thank you so much for forcing us to make these interactive content that I will for sure be using in my career.